YouTube, I'm Crystal of Crystalsewsandstuff.com. Welcome and welcome back to the channel where I share sewing pattern reviews, sewing tips and techniques, and other fun related content. So today I'm here to share with you my review of Simplicity 9545, and that's the top I'm wearing today. And I made this top just for the summer and then the easing on into fall. And I used this beautiful fabric that was sponsored to me by Minerva.com. And so this is such a beautiful print, and it is a linen and viscose cotton blend. And I just love the bright, bold floral print that's on a really pretty black background. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review. So there are three views for this pattern. View A is long sleeve with ruching at the top to give you more of a kind of a larger balloon sleeve style. There's view B that's kind of 3/4 sleeves with a cuff at the bottom, and then you have view C, which is sleeveless. And so I decided to go up and sew up view A, that way it can transition from summer into fall, and I could wear it because it's linen. I could wear it in the summer because it's very breathable, a very breathable fabric. But I decided to go with long sleeves so that I could wear it in summer evenings as well as into the fall because it does have a black background, and so I think I could get away with wearing this top in the fall as well. So this pattern is available in sizes 10 to 22, and it's all available in one envelope, which I like. So it's a really pretty good size range, and there is a lot of ease in this pattern. So it's available from sizes 10 to 22 for bust sizes of 32.5 inches through to bust sizes of 44 inches, but there's about 6 inches of additional ease over body measurements. So I sewed up a size 14, which is for a 36-inch bust, but the final body measurement is size 41, so that's a 6-inch difference, and it is designed to be loose fitting. So I think you can go, you know, the size range can be a little bit higher because it's so loose fitting with that extra 6 inches of ease built into the pattern. So this pattern has 12 pattern pieces included with the pattern, and for view A that I sewed up, there are 10 pattern pieces. You have your front pattern piece, and then you have your 2 front yokes, and then you have your back piece, and then you have your flounces in the front, at the bottom, a front flounce and a back flounce. It's the same pattern piece, just cut twice. And then for view A, you have a cuff on the bottom. I mean, for view B, there's the option to add a cuff. So, and then also for view A, there's an elastic gap for this upper arm cuff as well as for the bottom. I decided not to go ahead and add the elastic to the bottom because I just like the flowy nature of it without having a gathered sleeve. But if you want to, that's what the directions call for. You can have elastic at the bottom instead. And then for view C, which is the sleeveless version, there's binding along the sleeves. And then you also have your front facing and your back facing. And then you have your front strap. And this is just a decorative strap that goes along the V neckline. I think this gives it such a nice little unique flair to it. So those are all the pattern pieces for the pattern, and I think it's a really easy and quick sew. And so I decided to sew up a size 14, like I said, and it fits me really well. The only changes that I made was I shortened the sleeves by about 2 inches because I have shorter arms. I'm 5'1", so my arms are a bit shorter. So just double check and measure your sleeves to see if you, you know, for the sleeve length that you like. So just double check the sleeve length for your size and for your arm length. And then like I said before, I did not add the elastic to the bottom sleeve. So those are the 2 pattern changes that I made. So really easy. And this pattern was very easy to sew. The directions were very clear. The only thing that I didn't do, this was my only part, I missed the section where they showed you how to do the elastic. I just sewed the elastic down using bias binding. They had you make a casing for your elastic using bias binding on the inside. And so I did that, and I stopped at the marks on the listed on the pattern, but they didn't quite reach the arm seam here, and so I had a little bit of a gap between where the elastic ends and then the side seam. And so all I did was I just adjusted the elastic to make it, you know, get the poof, level of poof that I wanted in the upper arm, and I just zigzagged it down from the outside. So the directions tell you to sew the bias tape down until it meets at the side seam, and I missed that part. And so if I did sew this pattern in this view again, I would definitely go ahead and sew the bias tape down to the seam instead of just to the dot, which I missed that part. So that's the only thing I would change as far as what I did for the pattern, but the directions do tell you the optimal way to go ahead and add the bias tape and then insert your elastic to get this ruched effect. I love how this top turned out in this pretty fabric. This fabric is a linen and viscose, which is rayon blend, and I love that it doesn't wrinkle as much as your regular linen fabrics. It has a nice drape to it, but it doesn't wrinkle up as easily as your traditional linen. It was easy to work with and easy to iron, and I'll leave a link to this fabric in the description box if you want to go ahead and check it out from Minerva. But I'm really happy with the fabric, and I do have some fabric left. I want to make some pants or shorts with it, but I haven't decided yet. But I do have a bit of fabric left I do have a little bit of fabric left for this print, and so it's just so pretty. So I think it would look really cute, and as well in some shorts or pants or a loose fitted skirt. So I just really love this beautiful print. All right, so that's basically my review of the pattern. Now let me share with you some pics and twirls of me wearing this really cute top. So those are the pics and twirls of this really fun top. I think everyone would love sewing up this top. If you're more of an advanced beginner, you've sewn a couple of things before, I think you could totally handle this pattern. The only maybe advanced technique is is adding in sleeves. So if you've never sewn in inset seam so if you've never sewn an inset sleeve, I think that might be a little bit tricky because there are sleeves that you have to attach, but the directions do walk you through it pretty clearly. And then if you've never done gathering, which is a very beginner technique, maybe that would slow you down, but it's not a lot of fabric to gather, so I think a beginner could totally handle this. And it's a really quick sew and an easy sew, so this is a good good item to make when you don't have a lot of time, because it's quick and easy. The only thing that took a little bit of time is cutting out, because there are 10 pattern pieces, but I still think it's worth it. I think you would really enjoy sewing up this really lovely top. So I'll leave a link in the description box, as well as to my full blog post on my website if you want to go ahead and check out more details about this top. And then I'll also link the fabric from Minerva if you're interested in picking up this beautiful fabric, and as well as a link to Simplicity 9545 from the Simplicity website if you want to go ahead and pick it up from Simplicity. But you can also pick it up at your local fabric stores such as Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby or other online retailers that sell Simplicity patterns. All right, thank you so much for watching and checking out this review, and until next time, take care. Bye.